talked about music. So the Brahmavadis, they met and they talked about Brahman. And they used to question, King Karanan Brahma. Brahma is the cause of all this universe, what I see. Where did it come from? Kutasma jata. Jivamakana, why we are here? Kacha sampratishta, where our existence stands on. Udishthita kena sukhotareshu. Vartame Brahma vido avastha. So, what are all these purpose? Where is our real rest? Under whose orders are we subject to the law of happiness? Who is controlling our happiness or misery? So that was the question. Started this Upanishad starts with that question, and the answer coming one after another. And some say it is time. In time, this world has come. Before that, it was not there. When the big sun came close to our sun, that's why it split. Like that, some say time. Kala Swabhavam, and it is by natural law. Creation came by sudden some plan is there. It creation, destruction, it is happening by law. By chance it has happened, some may say by chance. Some say it is all matter. Matter has uh, congregated together and disintegrated together. Yes, some say energy. Yes, it's all the thing you see, it is nothing but the energy in that diverse forms. Intelligence, as if it is the Buddhi Tattva has come out. And some say no, not individual this, all the combination of all these have created this universe. So this type of different answers people give, and then they could not come to a conclusion. So then what they did, they dhyana yoga anupassat. Then they sat for meditation and dived deep into the inner recess of their personality. And anupassat, that they saw. It is all Devatma Shakti. It is the Shakti, the power of that Atman, self-luminous power. It is self-luminous power, and that is the cause of all this creation, and it is in the Brahman. That means Brahman as the Shakti, Devatma Shakti, the Shakti within Brahman, that is inherent, that is manifested. And like that, then he said that, so all this in verse number 6 we read, in this infinite will of Brahman, everything lives and rests, and knowing the individual soul as regarded as separate to be itself moving force and blessed by him, it attains immortality. When he knows his self is independent and all pervading, then he becomes free. And then he continues, it is last verse we read, the consciousness do, there are consciousness subject and the unconscious object. The two things are there. This is unconscious object and a conscious subject. The matter and the dependent, they are both unborn because they are all one, manifestation of the one. So, and the Shakti, who engages in bringing about the relation between the enjoyer and the enjoyment, is also unborn. That means Shakti is also, from the infinite time it is there, and this power, unborn power, is there. So the enjoyer and enjoyment both are infinite. In ignorance we are making separation, but there is only one. So there is neither enjoyer, neither enjoyment in one way, or the enjoyer and the enjoyment both are unborn, because it is a Shakti manifestation of Brahman. Brahman is eternal, its Shakti is also eternal. Sometimes it manifests, sometimes it hides. Sometimes you can see the calm ocean, sometimes it is a turmoil. But it is a Shakti, the same water, it becomes like that. So this is the verse of the 9. Now to 10th verse we read, now we are reading 10th verse. Shara Pradhanam Amrita Aksharam haraha. Sharah pradhanam. Sharam pradhanam. That is perishable. Sharam is that which gets perishable. That is the nature. Perishable is the nature. And Hara, the Supreme Being, who removes the ignorance, and Amritam Aksharam, immortal and undecaying, Ekadevaho, that one divine being. The Prakriti, the phenomenal world, is perishable. The Supreme Being, the cosmic self, who dispels ignorance, is immortal and undecaying. So if we look at the world as a Prakriti, nature, so nature, this phenomenal nature, whatever we see, it is all, every moment, it is undergoing change and it is dying. One form is dying into the another form. All the time it is always change, 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 change. The same divine being, the cosmic self, controls both phenomenal world and the individual self. Who controls me? Who controls the whole cosmos? It is the same divine being. That means the Paramatma. Here is the question: Paramatma, Jivatma, cosmic self. That cosmic self, the divine being, is the same phenomenal and individual self. Same divine being, they are controlling this Jivatman, both this me and the phenomenal universe. That's individual soul, that means the Jada and the Chetana. The matter and the movable and immovable, everything is controlled by the Supreme Self. Jiva, individually we cannot control anything. But we are controlled, we, as also the whole creation is controlled by the Supreme Self. Kshara Pradhanam Amritam Amritaksharam Hara. Ksharatmanam Saratmana no Abhishate Deva Ekaha. Only one Eka, that reality is there. Tasya Vidhyanat. Now, if one can meditate on that reality, is the Supreme Self, Chujanat, if one can connect with them, with dhyana, meditating again and again, Jojanat means always contact, mentally connect with the Paramatma which is within, Tattu Bhavat, and then by thinking, I am that, that is the Tattu Bhava with Brahman. Ante, at the end, Vishwamaya Nivritti, the cosmic Maya hold to cease. It really is totally gone. So this is the important verse, and it is guiding us for how to get out of the Maya, how to get out of our individual self idea, and how this Jada and Chetana, this what we call the matter and the consciousness, this duality, we can transcend that duality. So it is said, Tasya Ovidhyana, simple thing. By meditating upon that, what is that? That is the Paramatma, the Supreme Self, or Brahman. Tasya Vidhyanat, Jojanat, whole day we forget. I think I am the body, I am the mind, this is my duty, this is my life, forgetting that I am that Atman, so that connection is lost whole day. Therefore, what is to be done? Tasya Vidhyanat Jojanat. Jojan means connecting here, being connected with that. And third point, Tattva Bhavat. Bhava, meditating or contemplating on Tattva Bhava. What is Tattva Bhava? I am that. That is the Tattva. This is one reality, that is another, but I am the same reality. Why Jivo Aham Brahmasmi? That idea is explained here. So the translation is that matter is perishable, but God is imperishable and immortal. He, the only God, rules over the perishable matter and individual soul. By meditating on Him, by uniting with Him and by becoming one with Him, there ceases of all illusion, and that it ends all our confusion, illusion ends there. Hmm? Isn't that it? The very important verse. The last two lines point out the various stages by which the absolute is reached. The expression by union refers to savikalpa or samprajñata samadhi, in which there is yet difference between the person meditating and the object meditating or meditated upon. And the phrase by becoming one with him to the nirvikalpa or asamprajñata samadhi, in which even this distinction is obliterated in the consciousness of identity. So three things happen. Tasya vidhyana, contemplating on that supreme reality. 1 point, jojana, connecting. That means we are separated. Jojana means by uniting with that reality. And their jojana means here, this explanation of this idea is that still you have difference that you have to unite. And third point is jojana tattva bhava. Tattva bhava means there is no you, no me, there is no world, nothing. Unity, absolute oneness. That is called the Brahman consciousness. So one can first can be meditation, second can be deeper meditation into identity, but still there is a distinction that's called savikalpa samadhi, and that little trace of distinction that will also be gone, that becomes the nirvikalpa samadhi or the absolute state. So these are the things to be meditated upon. What to be meditated upon? Ksharam pradhanam. Matter, which is matter, ksharam. Pradhanam, ksharam. Pradhanam is the material object, what is this whole universe. That pradhan is matter. Pradhanam, ksharam. Amritam, aksharam. That immortal, that is the akshar, unchanging. And that is that hara, that takes away our all ignorance. Now, ksharatmanam abhishate devayekaha. Now, he, the only God, ruling over the perishable and imperishable material object. So, now what to do? First, know this thing. The matter is, first point in Vedanta to know that everything is changing, anittam. It is all kshara, khaishnu. Khaishnu means perishable. Everything is perishable. Everything is momentary. Everything is changing. First know that. And to know there is some akshara, imperishable reality. And that imperishable reality is actually the controlling everything, because in that imperishable reality, Ishvara, the Shakti, is embedded. And that Shakti controls the Prakriti, everything in the nature. Therefore, now knowing this intellectually, analytically, reasonably, then you focus, meditate. Meditate three way. Tasya vidhyanat. Now, this is Vedanta. Meditation is analysis. Vedanta analysis is this is not real. It is unreal because it is changing. This body is not real because body is changing. So sun is not real because sun is changing. So unchanging reality is the what is called our target. But what we see, it is either changing or it appears to be unchanging in our mind, but we have no conception of that. Therefore, it says, Sharam Pradhanam. You have to think this way that Shara is Pradhan. Let me see, it is a good explanation is given. Hey, Pradhanam means Prakriti, Sharam, Vinashi. It is subject to destruction. Haraha, Avidyahari, Parameshwar. But that Hara, the Lord, who takes away our ignorance. It is Parameshwar, Amritam Aksharam. It is all Amritam, immortal, and Aksharam. There is no distraction. Ekaha Deva, that is the one Satchidananda Atman. Kshara Atmanu, who controls Kshara and Atman, Pradhan and Purusha. He controls Purusha and Pradhana. Ishate, Ishate means he is controlling this reality. So Prakriti is Kshara, and the Lord, who is Parameshwar, it is Amrita, immortal and non-destructible. Eka Devaha, and that's a one Paramatma, Supreme Self, controlling Ishate, controlling Kshara and Akshara, Kshara and Atma, this Jivatma. This Jivatma, individual soul, has also Kshara, that which is changing universe Pradhan. This three guna, the whole object in the universe is changing, changing, changing. So, tasya now, now this the controller is this. Tasya, when say Paramatma, bhuyascha pavidhyana. Now, this everything is changing, and this jiva is also a part of that, and these are controlled by Parameshwar. If we know, then think of the Parameshwar. Think of the Supreme Self, pure Self, that is transcendent, that is full of light and illumination, that is not beyond the time, space, causation. In this way, try to contemplate, try to focus your mind there. That's the first stage. It is ekagra chitta dhyana. Avidhanat means dhyana, meditation. Avidhanat means from all corner your mind should focus on that consciousness, not our distracted mind. One pointed mind. Avidhyana has been meant ekagra chitta dhyana. And Jojanat, in this process, if one can get identified Jojana, and then last stage will come Tattva Bhavat. Jojanat means I am trying to unite with the Paramatma. That I am there, Paramatma is there, and some effort is still there to unite. But when that absorption becomes deep, then what remains? And when it becomes deep, then I, me, God, Atman, controller, control, Purusha, Prakriti, all dissolve. That is the sadhana. So then this verse is Pradhan or Prakriti is subject to destruction, and that Parameshwar, the Lord, Supreme Self, is Amrita, Mrittuhin. Amrita means it does not die, controller, and undecaying. Now, that one absolute Paramatma controlling the Jivatman as also this matter, material world. Therefore, you have to meditate again and again and deeply into that Paramatma. And with that, when your mind is associated or identified, then therefore at the end you will attain identity. And when identity comes, you are free from all bondage. So this is horror. Horror, the word horror means Paramatma. What? Why? It is avidya harana. That means it removes the avidya, ignorance. Avidyade haranat parameshwara hara. Shankaracharya says, why it's called hara? Hara means Shiva. Normally we mean Shiva. But here Shiva, hara means one who takes away. What takes away? Avidyade. Our ignorance, our identification with the world, and misinterpretation about ourselves. That's why Sri Ramakrishna also said, Hara Hara Arati Taman. No? Every evening we say, Jaya Jaya Arati Taman. Let it's glory to you, glory to you. And Hara Hara is Harankari. Take away our ignorance. Oh Hara. Ovidyan means intense contemplation. Tale? That is the verse number 10. It's very important verse.
So is this is after you negate the self? Is
Hmm?
after you find the self from negating it, and then you connect to the cosmic self?
Yeah, first we to start our analysis here. Everything is changing. Everything is subject to destruction. Everything.
But not the self.
But the I, as I now think, it is also subject to destruction. Because not the self, but the body mind level. Now, the second point is that, but this is controlled by this body is now, I am talking. Who controls this? We say, Ishwar, God. God controls. God is, Vedanta will say it is consciousness. But don't jump into consciousness fast. This is taking step by step. He's saying, I am controlled by same Parameshwar, God. And the Prakriti is also controlled by Parameshwar. So now, therefore, if Parameshwar controls everything, that's why we do meditation on the form or some one step down. Eh? So when we meditate on Ramakrishna, meaning Ramakrishna not the absolute Ramakrishna, but Ramakrishna the avatar of Ramakrishna, Ishvara, who controls the whole universe. Actually, philosophy is the same. Now we focus on them. What will happen? Then all this distinction will drop. Only conscious entity will remain, and you move towards that. And then your deep concentration will make all distinction will go away. Still, little trace will remain. I am meditating. I am one with the divine. I am one with the self. Aham Brahmasmi. This type of thing will. And when that also ceases, merge into it. So everything, Vishwa Maya, all this Maya drops, and you come back to your own eternal self. That is what you are. Then who will say what? That is the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, state of Nirvikalpa Samadhi. So meditation, Shravana, Manana, Nididhasana, Vedanta says, here in a different language, Shwetashwatara Upanishad saying that first contemplate, then deeper contemplation on the controller. The controller is nothing but consciousness. You go there, and as you go deeper, 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 that distinction of this creation, created, will drop away, and when perfect union will come, tattva bhavat, ultimate, then you get reach the Paramatma. Yes.
So they're saying to go from Vaita to Vishishta to Advaita.
Yeah, yeah. But normally we do that. We when we think of our Ishta Devata is Mother Kali, Durga, Shiva.
Is that the same as saying I'm not this body? I'm not. Is that the same as negating?
Yeah, that will come ultimately, but here they are starting that I am Jivatma, that is Paramatma. I'm thinking of Paramatma.
Yeah, but isn't it when you negate? After you negate and you realize that.
Now, when you realize, then all this drop. Only one remains.
It's the same as is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
The same thing?
I think what he's trying to say is, do you go to Neti
No.
directly, or you go from Iti to then Neti?
No, I'm saying, is this the same as neti? It's the same thing.
Yeah, because you are not focusing on. Here is two sides. One is neti.
Yeah.
Another is.
I thought it was something different.
No, look at that. When you say Vedantic way, I'm not the body, not the mind, neti. But what he is doing? I am Chidananda Rupa, Shankaracharya says. I am of consciousness and bliss. No? Mano Buddhi Ahankara. I am neither the mind, neither the. I am Chidananda. So this is the neti part, and this is the iti Chidananda Rupa. Here he is saying you focus on Chidananda, and automatically it will be dropped from you. Yeah, if you feel that you are consciousness, Chidananda Rupa, that Parameshwar, that is the consciousness, that is the controller of Purusha and Prakriti, that is the constituent of this, then what will happen? When mind goes there, means your mind automatically leaves this behind. You need not to worry about. There's two ways of approaching the same truth. One emphasizing not this, not this, not this. Then what will remain? You peel up everything. Ultimately, what will remain? That ultimate truth will remain. Ramakrishna said, you peel up the onions, peel up, peel up, peel up. What will remain? When you last peeling up, you see there is nothing. But nothing means there is some space. That was the thing. So this the peeling up is not this, not this, not this, not this. And other side, oh, focus on that space which is inside. That means when you focus on the space, then outside thing goes drops away. Two way of approach. One focusing on the goal, another saying, no, I am driving, I don't care for that, I don't care for that, I don't care for that. The end result becoming the same. Here they are saying meditate, meditate on the Ishvara, Hara. Ah, that Hara will take away all your imperfections. And then it will happen with that meditation, you don't think of anything. But as we have said, think of God, think of your Ishta, don't think of anything else. But my mind goes here and there, that's why we make an effort to bring it back, bring it back, bring it. It's a meditation path. And Jnana path is rejection path. But reaching the same destination. Now, 111, chapter, first chapter, 11 verse. Gyatva devam sarva pashapuhani kshinoi kleshai janma mrityu prahani tasya vidhanat tritiyam deha vede vishwaisharyam kevala aptakamaha. What does it mean? Gyatva devam. Now, knowing, gyatva means knowing or experiencing. Whom? This devam, this supreme self. Knowing this supreme self or knowing this Brahman. Sarva paso apahani. Paso means bondage. All types of bondage which we are entangled now, that all passes. What are those? Ignorance, aversion, attachment, all these things. All kshina. It will be wiped out. And kshinoi klesoi, when this ignorance, ego, attachment, aversion, and clingingness, these five klesas, Patanjali says there are klesa. Klesa, what are the klesa? Five klesas. Avidya, asmita, raga, desha, vinayas. Avidya means ignorance. Why you are suffering? Because I am ignorant. Why I am suffering? Because I have the ego sense, I am this, you are that. So I am separate. Asmita. Raga, therefore I am this, I like this, I want to hold it. Desha, I dislike it, I don't care for it. And then clingingness. Deep attachment. These are the klesa, these are the causes of our suffering. So these five klesas will be kshina. Kshina means its intensity will be reduced. And then janma mrityu prahani, then your birth, then your death, etc., etc. All types of dukkha that will be destroyed. All destruction will happen. Then tasya avidhyana. Now you are meditating on the Supreme Self in your heart, meditating in one pointedly. Deho vede, when the body will drop automatically, person dies. Tritiyam. Tritiyam means you can mantra to hanidya atapasa panijanmitu panipavat. Tritiya, Vishwa Aishwarjam love. Then you can attain after that, if you concentrate in this way and your all the klesas are gone. He's bringing the philosophy of Patanjali. When five klesas are done, and ignorance goes away from you, ego sense goes away from you, attachment goes away, aversion goes away, clingingness goes away, then what will happen? You will attain to the infinite power. What are the powers? If you want, you can get those powers. Anima, you become very light. You become very heavy. Nima, Gorima, Loghima, Logu. You may be thin and no one will see you. You are standing there, no one will be able to see you. All these magical, occult powers will come. If you like, you get into it, people will flock around you. But that is an obstacle for identification with the self, because that is giving you, distracting you with the power, Shakti, and all people will be. Christ showed that power, miracle. That's miraculous power, and he did it for the good of humanity to create love for God. No, people will say, "Oh, God is so powerful." Ordinary people will be attracted to that, and then they will be loving God more. But ordinary people, if they get this power, they will make a big avatar. I am done with the beating of the drum. They will say, "Here is another avatar. Come here. Bring your money. Bring your all your jewelry." And I am the avatar. Latest avatar has come. How many avatars are coming every year? And then after some days we forget them. So Vishwa Ishwarjam. But Upanishad says Tasyavidhanat Kleshvai Janmai Mrityu Prahani Tasyavidhanat Tritiyam Deho Vede Vishwa Ishwarjam Kevalam. You can attain to the Vishwa Ishwarja. Ishwarja. These are Ishwarja, Anima, Logima, all this power you will attain. People will be startled to see your magical power. You will say somebody, get cured. You will be cured. Hey, don't die, come out. And you will be come out of death. Yeah, because you are connected with the cosmic power, no? Cosmic energy, when you get connected, then you can force to apply those power for any material gain. No?
So Vishwa Ishwarja
Hmm.
means that Shor Ishwarja is included, right?
না, সে অনিমাদি সমুদায় ঐশ্বর্য বলছে, বুঝলে?
Not Shor Ishwarja.
না, স্বৈশ্বর্য also ত্যায্য.
No, but
Even-
if this cannot be true together, right? So
No.
Bhagavan is Shor
Yeah,
Ishwarja.
you cannot get
And
to
I never cannot become Shor Ishwarja, Shri Bhagavan. So
Right.
then that is why Shor Ishwarja will never.
That is also you have to rule the world then. Ruling is not needed for a Vedanta. They don't want to rule. I am that. Even Saraswatya, that's the Oishwarja. You can mean that also. But that power, you should have deeper power to renounce that also. Oje, do you remember Kathopanishad, in the Kathopanishad, the Guru, the Jamdevata, is saying, my condition, I am trapped in the name and fame and this ruling and power, no? But you have easily, I gave you, but you reject it altogether. So that is the higher power. There's to ruling something, that's some type of pride is there. More sattvic world controlling power, that's a different thing. Ishwar is Shakti. But here for a real seeker of truth, they will not ask for that. Vishwa Ishwarjam Kevalaha Ki Vishwa Ishwarja will come. The world, all the powers of the world in your hand. Huh? You can say the sun, come now, sun will come out. Such power. But after that, if you can ignore that, then Kevalaha, you go beyond all these powers. Yogic powers. After Kama, then you become fulfilled totally. You don't need anything of the universe. You are Brahma. Very beautiful. So Gatva Devam, it has been said you are worshipping, meditating on Saguna Brahma. Gatva Devam, Sarva Pasapahani, all types of pasa, bondage will go away. Kshinai, Kleshai, your kleshas, all the kleshas, avidya, ignorance, aversion, attachment, all the 5 kleshas, Raja Yoga. Raja Yoga, which verse says that? You can find out. You can find out Raja Yoga chapter. So, and then all Vaishwarjas will be, you will attend to that Vaishwarja. Then after that, Tasyavidhyana, Tasyavidhyana Tritiyang Deho Vede, Vishwaishwarya, world, all this Vaishwarya, the Anima, Lobhima, all the powers will come. And that also when you give up, then you become beyond that, and then you become charged with your own self, Purna Ananda. Absolute bliss will be attained there. অথবা পূর্ণানন্দ, that has been explained, aptakama means your kamana is apta, prapta. You got your what you are cherishing for so many lifetime, you have got it. It may be immediately or it may be krama mukti, gradual liberation. You go to such a flight and from there you merge into the absolute, not to come back here. So let me see the translation, what is said. Here it is said that if you know the Paramatman, then all your bondage will be lost, it will be destroyed. And when all the kleshas become attenuated, then your birth and death will be not affecting you. And now meditating on that Supreme Self, after this body is gone, you attain to that state, the Vishwa Ishwarya. And then afterwards, aptakam hoy. That means you attain to oneness with that Supreme. So here the Upanishad is showing that there is a total two results, Gyan and Dhyan, they have separate. If you know, that is called Gyana, and if you know him, then get to Adevang Sarvapasa Kohani. If you know your Atman, then all your pasa bondage is gone. That is Gyanapat. And the Avidyadu are out. Then therefore the destruction of that, there is no chance of your being born again. So then you can become Jivan Mukti. That is the Jivan Mukti result. With the knowledge of God, all fetters fall off. With the waning of ignorance, birth and death cease. Going beyond the consciousness of the body by meditating on Him, capital, one reaches the third state, that is the universal lordship. All his desires are satisfied and he becomes one without a second. Here the mantra describes the various stages of realization: knowledge through scriptural study, etc., waning of the ignorance, cessation of future births, continuous meditation on Him, overcoming the body consciousness, and becoming one without a second, which is the same as the fulfillment of all desires, attaining universal lordship. According to Shwetashwatara Upanishad, there is a distinctive distinction between dhyana, result of dhyana. When you are meditating on Paramatman, one pointedly, when your prarabdha karma will be over, that means this body will drop, then you can attain to the state where all lordship is available. That's why our different gods and goddesses, they got the lordship. Those are posts according to Hindu thought. Mother Saraswati. Mother Saraswati is a position. Once period is over, he is tired with the lordship, okay, goes to Brahman. Another is waiting in the line to get a vote and enter to the position of Mother Saraswati, Mother Lakshmi. It is not one eternal absolute, someone is sitting over there. It is Jiva, higher Jiva. So that says, after deep meditation, one pointedly, when your this body will drop, then you can attain to that Oishwarya, Brahmalok ittadi লাভ হয়. Then, after Purnakam, when you feel fulfilled, Kaivalya Mukti, they can uh, there you become fully up to calm, was finished.
This brahmachari of sannyasi, these are the position.
No.
Then what is this?
No, I'm talking about the gods and goddesses position.
No, true, but no, I'm asking.
Here the question, they get attained to powers, I'm saying, controlling power. So controlling power are different higher levels of gods and goddesses. That is being taught. Brahmacharya, etc., that is for sadhana period to purify the mind. The indication of the Upanishad is this, that absolute consciousness, that is Ananda, there is Ananda Swarup Brahma, that is the subject of our study. That fortunate sadhaka, the spiritual seeker, who have attained to this knowledge, he will naturally will reach a state to remain in peaceful Brahman consciousness. But Nirbishesh, Niraka, Nirgun Tattva, that truth, Tattva Gandhan, which is Nirbishesh, no special, no akara, no form, no quality, that type of absolute Brahman meditation is not easy. General sadhakas and sadhikas, that's why they start meditating on the Saguna Brahma, as we all do. Take a Ramakrishna form, Krishna form, Rama form. So normal people do that. Because Axel Thakur also said, Satchidananda Dhyan is very difficult. So long you have body consciousness, it is very difficult to concentrate on God, the Absolute. That's why we take a stepping stone. We go first step to think of Saguna Brahma, Ramakrishna, smiling, peaceful, joyful, full of consciousness, radiant. All this thought gradually, radiance will be the major thing, and body consciousness will drop. So that is a stepping stone to go to the infinite meditation of infinite God. Very few people are capable of doing that. Most of the people, better to have Saguna Brahma. That's why sadharan sadhak sadhikar pakkhe, for ordinary sadhakas and sadhikas like us, that's why Saguna Brahma Vishayak Dhyan, the meditation on the Saguna Brahma is very safe. That means not everyone. There are special people who like to meditate on the formless, infinite, absolute aspect. As is your mood, so is your gain. Tam jatha jatha upasate. That you can worship the Paramatman in whatever way, and Paramatman appears to you in that form. In this present mantra, that the result of the meditation has been described. As you are meditating on Saguna Brahma, then you are thinking of the form, then you get, when you tune to that, you get the power of the whole cosmos. Because your God is the Ishvara, who is the controller, creator, sustainer, maintainer. So he is that. So you identify with him, you get his power. Understand? As we meditate on Ramakrishna, but what do you think of Ramakrishna? He is not a man. What do you think? He is Ishvara. Saguna Brahma. So when you do think in that and you get really absorbed into him, his the characteristic, his power will come gradually into you. So Sakar Bhaver Dhyanete Vishwa Ishwarya Atmak Savishes Brahma লাভ হয়. That means you attain to the highest concentration, you become like that. That's why puja time, we have a mantra. They say, So aham Hangsha. Soham Hangsha. Oh, Soham Hangsha. Paramahamsa. And like that. eh? Let my hand, feet, everything be his hand, feet. His eyes, my eyes, no? You identify yourself like, forget that your body. You become like that. And when perfect absorption will come, if it happens anyone by chance, then all the quality of Sri Ramakrishna will come into the individual personality. Because he has no ego. And then, therefore, after that, that Nirvishesh Nirgun Parabrahma Tattva, you will be like to meditate on that. And feeling that experience in every pore of your body, your mind will be totally lost into Brahman. Then that Jnani, spiritual aspirant, that all desires in his own reality. That means he attains to the Brahman. Attainment of the supernatural power in the highest heaven or Brahma Loka happen. Huh? Therefore, Keval means only, unparalleled, unmixed, only soul alone, not connected with anything else, simple, pure. These are the description of that absolute truth when you reach there. That's why in the Brahma Purana they have said that Jasmin Kale Samatmanam Yogi Janati Kevalam. At that point, when the yogi knows that I am one with that Ishta, Tasmat Kalat Samarabho, from that time onward, Jivan Mukta Bhavetasu, he will be almost, when he comes down from that level, he becomes a knower of truth, Jivan Mukta. Mokshasya Naiva Kinchitsat, Unnattar Gamanam Kosit. He need not have to go anywhere, any higher sphere or anything. Sthanam para dharma parang jatta gacchati yogino ajnana bandha vedastu moksha brahmarastu. At least at the point when ignorance, bondage of ignorance is shivered, then sasarve, because you merge into your own real nature, Bari Brahman, then there is no more coming, no more going. So you remain that absolute one. Apta kama means that. Correct? And this Jivan Mukti is our goal of life. We want to reach this Jivan Mukti state. Next verse will be 12 verse. We'll read the next day. Where it says, Eta jigeyam nityamevatma sangastam natat parang veditavyam hikinchit. Boom. And another part is another. Bhokta bhogyam preditan chamatva sarvang praktam trividham brahmavetan. The etajgeyam, knowing this ultimate truth, nityam eva atma sanastha. That person remains all the time established in the inner bliss, inner purity, inner joy. Nata parang veditavyam. There remains nothing more to know. Any little slightest thing to be known. He has known what is to be known and he has attained what is to be attained. Perfection comes. Brahma Jnana. Bhakta Bhogam. I am the enjoyer. I will enjoy this. Preditancha. And there is somebody who is guiding me. Matva. Knowing that that is only I am the only reality. Knowing that the three entities are Brahmavetat. All the three entities, I am the enjoyer, I will enjoy something, and someone is guiding me. All these three become one, and that is the knowledge of Brahman. And with that, he becomes enjoyer of the Brahma Jnana. Then we will read next day. Okay? So we end here 12, verse number 11. 10 and 11 we read today. So if you have any question, no question has come.
Is everyone an incarnation?
Huh?
Are we all incarnations?
Yeah, we are all, in that sense, we are all incarnations. But God incarnation, we are all, but manifestation is different. We call incarnation is the highest manifestation. Like Christ, Buddhas, they are also incarnations. In general sense, everything is incarnation. Everything comes out of Brahman. No? But Christ, Buddhas are called real incarnation. We are human beings. For us. But actually, we are from Brahman.
If Dridrishya Viveka leads to the final knowing as
Yeah, same thing.
Chit,
Same thing.
how can you explain how Bhokta Bhogya Viveka leads to Ananda?
Yeah, it's happening. Suppose when he Drik, what is Drik? What is Drishya? This is Drishya. I am the eyes are Drishta. Eyes are being seen by mind. Mind is seen by Buddhi. Buddhi is seen by ego. Ego is seen by consciousness. So I am the. So you are going ultimately, if you can really feel that way, step by step, and you stay there, then you are Brahmagani. There is no body identity. Drishya is gone. There is no Drishya. Drik and Drishya, it started at the beginning, witness and the witness consciousness. Object and subject. Object, subject, object, subject. When you reach the ultimate subject, then there is no object at all. So if that state can be achieved, it's the same state. So these are different ways of approaching the same truth.
Could you explain Bhokta Bhogya Viveka leading to Ananda?
Bhokta means I am Bhokta. And these are all Bhokta. So two are different. But we do not know Bhokta is also Satchidananda, Bhokta is also Satchidananda. So when this distinction,
But
Bhokta,
Satchidananda is not Bhukta, Aham Bhojanam.
they both see from the relatively. But when you merge into that, this Bhokta Bhoggo, all these characteristics go away. So it is all Brahman. There is nothing but Brahman. In that sense, everything is Brahman. In that sense, no Bhokta, no Bhoggo. But you cannot define anything in the level of duality existing separate. So long separation, I am Bhokta. And my bhogam is sometimes pleasant, sometimes unpleasant, happy, unhappy. Eh? But when this distinction goes away, you become absorbed in yourself. You are the only reality. Who will you enjoy? What to enjoy? You are that. We think that always enjoyable is the best. No. So, Swami Prabhupada gave that example. What state is higher? Suppose you are reading a book, or you are enjoying the book, or you are getting absorbed and absorbed and absorbed. A moment may come when you forget everything. Your room, you are reading a book, but your mind has gone into a novel. It has gone into such a deep subject into the novel that you don't have any consciousness that you are reading the book. So what is more enjoyable? When you are keeping a separation and enjoying, or when you totally lose into that reading, which is higher? It is one type of explanation to understand. We always think that my tongue should be there, object should be there, then I can enjoy. No. But this is two, so long two remains, the enjoyer enjoyable is not perfect. When two becomes one, then is the joy. And that is the reality, that is the truth, that is the point we have to reach. And all this distinction, so long distinction, it is a much bigger enjoyment, true. No. When one becomes pure and think of the Atman, and day and night become purer and purer, your your enjoyment increases. But when you feel there is no one to make a barrier between you and your object of enjoyment and enjoying a faculty, then what is there? There is only one. Who will enjoy what? Who will feel that I need that enjoyment? We are feeling now the need of enjoyment because I'm separate from that enjoyment. I am getting that joy which is limited. But when your mind reaches a point that there is, you don't find anything yourself anymore. You are lost. Then who will feel that it is enjoyment, no? And say little drop of water falling from the sky, I give this example now and then. When it drops from the distance, you can say, oh, I will have to meet the ocean. Suppose a drop of water is coming down. I will have to do ocean. Oh, wow, ocean is so big. I'm enjoying it, no? And when you just too very close, you see that the infinite ocean and then drop. Who will enjoy what? That's it. In Complete Verse of Swami Vivekananda, Volume 6, Swamiji asked if the disciple had got the Katha Upanishad by heart, in such memorization still important? Important is, see, nowadays book is available, Google is available, so you may find out any verse anytime. But in the early days, suppose Google is phone, and when I'll be dying, this phone will not be as helpful to me. Only your mind can help you. See, if it is in your mind, the whole Katha Upanishad you have memorized. Ask any verse you report. So you can enjoy that without any media of external support. That's the benefit of memorizing the scriptures, Gita, Upanishad. That is the benefit. We should do little. When all the sense organs fail, you say something. I was there in Washington, D.C. One lady is 98 years old, and she came, and she said, Swami, I can't hear anything here. And naturally, what a botheration. She cannot hear anything. We are talking, and she is telling we understand. But so only your memory, and memory with other this inspirational that we are reading today. If these two verses I can keep in my memory, then when I'm walking, I'm talking, but I'm sleeping, then no book. You are going to sleep. You can go with this thought, noble thought. You are Atman. There is no distinction. It is the ocean of light. It is the darshan. You can go on in your own mind without any support system. That is the benefit of memorization. Otherwise, if you are this memorization has no value. But most important is in spiritual life, memorization. That's why it's called Shruti. Previously, it was people used to remember by listening. Of course, there is no writing so much available. There is not that today's technology is saying you are saying and everything is written automatic. No? So, but mind is the only. When you die, that is the best help. When you are in disease, who will come to me to read the Upanishad? How many people are fortunate enough?
I'll be there.
I know. I'll be
Will be there.
You know, I'll be
But I do not know if I am somewhere and you are somewhere. Then who will read Gita? That's why we go. Whenever someone is dying, we know. And if we go there, I read Gita, I read Upanishad. Or I know what is the temperament of that person. In that, say Rama devotee. It's just a Ram song Kirtan, Ram Nam. If you are a Krishna devotee, sing some Krishna song. That means you are helping the soul to think of God. But if your mind is already saturated, you don't need any support from outside. That's the benefit. That's why Gita memorization is very good. You may not do all. Swami Premishananda has done a short version of Gita. Out of 700, he has collected 100. Only 100, say, it is a scream of the entire 700. So at least 100 you remember, then you know the most of the verses of Gita, the ideas you have it. And these are beneficial. Some song, suppose some inspirational song, if you memorize it, you can sing when you are sick, when nobody is there. 24 hours, who will be there with us? If we go to hospital, they will only come and put in this temperature and this, that, and go away. They are mechanically, they're coming and pulse and this and that and go away. So you will be alone. So we should be prepared for those days.
Isn't it expected that by the time we go to that level, we should go beyond all knowledge, position?
Yeah, we should realize that is the best. If you realize God before going to that, then you are done. That is the best solution. But if not, even then that will help you. If you actually have some experience and then memorize, one word will click you to Samadhi. Thakur, Ramakrishna. See, something anyone says and he clicks into it because he has the experience. So that is called enjoyment in spiritual life. One question, then we'll end. There will not even arise the idea of gender in one who is practicing complete brahmacharya. Correct? Practically, is it a proper brahmacharya sadhana for women to consider themselves as mothers? Yeah, to go beyond all idea of these senses or sex idea, one have to think that I am Brahman, I am pure. And there is no gender in pure Atman. Pure bliss, when one gets joy, there is man or woman is not there. It is joy. So this sensual idea comes because your mind lives in the lower level. If the mind goes into the higher level, automatically. If the mind comes over here, where is sex? If it goes another level, no question. Here, what is the question? So if the mind goes above, keeping the mind in a lofty level is the way of getting real brahmacharya. Brahmacharya means brahmani acharati iti brahmacharya. One whose behavior, his thinking and meditation is upon Brahman. That is brahmacharya. Spontaneous, sahoja. But people do some other practical means, take some. Yeah, that's why, yes, Ramakrishna said that everyone is Radha in Vrindavan. Why? Even the men folks, they say Radhe, 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 Radhe. Why? To love Krishna, you have to forget your sense. You have to be a woman. That's it. So anyone, they whatever helps to keep the mind beyond the body level, that's what sadhana. That sadhana is, don't think of the body. How to not to think of body? Think of God. Think about, today we read Saguna Brahma or Nirguna Brahma. The controller God or whatever the level of your thinking. Think that way, live the mind, then body will not be tuned. In the body level, it will go into the consciousness level. Okay? Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu. Tomorrow we'll have the gospel class at 7:30.
Will not be there. Will you leave or Vedananda will leave?
Huh?
Board meeting is cancelled. So will you leave or Vedananda
Oh,
will leave?
acha. I'll talk. If he can give on another day, we'll talk. Otherwise, his name is there, so he may be ready. So we'll see. At least gospel class will be there, that much is sure.